Welcome to Global Signs. Today, we have the great pleasure of speaking with Alex Armitage, the CEO of Horizon Group based in Koh-Samui, Thailand. With over 18 years of experience, Alex is an expert on the Thai construction and real estate market. His company has built over 200 luxury villas on the island and over 75 condominium units. Alex, thank you so much for joining us on Global Signs.
Hi, Bruce. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Now, how is Thailand's tourism-related real estate sector, such as resorts and hotels, affected during the pandemic?
Yeah, so very badly affected. Large amounts of hotels have closed. We're probably looking at in the region of 50 to 60% of all hotels in Thailand have closed. So it's been pretty bad, and you're looking at a large amount of people becoming unemployed because of it. We are starting to see hotels reopening. They're doing it still at cheap rates. We personally have villas and condominiums that we rent out, and we're starting to see large bookings for those from December to January to February, which tends to be our high season. And we are now fully booked for that period.
The global economy, which was expected to recover, has now entered a new phase again with the emergence of a new corona mutation such as Omicron. What will be the impact on the real estate market?
What I can say about the real estate market during COVID is certainly on Koh Samui, we've actually had a very good sales year, which sounds strange because you wouldn't think there are many people here. But what we're seeing is migration from other parts of Thailand to here, also from Singapore, Hong Kong, places like that, because a lot of these places, people were happy to stay there. But now I think they're starting to realize, well, I don't need to do my job. I don't need to be in a big city and not have to do the daily commute to work and all of these different things. The air's great here. So we've actually, and all the people we've been seeing have all been buyers. Normally, it's maybe you see 100 people and only 20 of those are really looking at buying, whereas every person we've seen so far this year has been a buyer. We've had less people, but we've done very high amount of sales. So with the new variant, I think it'll be pretty much the same, but I don't think Thailand can afford to close its borders again. I think they're going to have to stay open. They have to get people back to work, and I think they'd have a huge issue if they tried to stop people coming in again.
Now, what advice can you give to investors who are now considering investing in Thai real estate?
Yeah, so it mainly depends on what you want. So if you want somewhere nice to stay, where it's a holiday home, you would just like some income that would cover your costs and look after your property while you're not there, then Koh Samui, Phuket, those sort of places are excellent. If you buy now, you'll probably be getting a discount on the prices that were here before. If you want and are looking for appreciation on a property, then Bangkok is probably nearly always goes up in Bangkok, like any big city, London, Tokyo, Hong Kong, anywhere like that, it does go up. Also, Bruce, I think it's probably important that that people watching this understand how, as a foreigner, you buy property in Thailand. There are a few different methods. The simplest is buying a condominium, which means you would own the property in your own name. The simplest way is to understand that a foreigner can't own land, but what they can do is own the house on that land. So you can lease the land, own the house.
Now, finally, Alex, can you recommend any global stocks to our investors today?
I certainly think that I'm mainly involved in American stocks, and I certainly think getting into them right now, or certainly in the next month or two, would be a very good idea. So ones that I'd like to give a good mention to, these are three in very different areas. So one is Tatu셰프, which is TTCF. It's a food manufacturer in the new sort of vegan type foods. But the fundamentals of that company, I think, are very sound. I think the price is very cheap. So if you can get it from anything from $17 to $14, then in a year or two, I would think you double your money, maybe triple it. It's a very good company that's well run as far as I can tell. The other one that I would recommend would be SoFi Technologies. SoFi Technologies is basically it's an online banking system, and then the final stock in America that I have is Vail SE. This is an old company and a big company. It's a mining company. Now the good thing about this one also is you get 21% dividend a year, so that's an incredibly high dividend, a decent dividend for anyone. So you got that, and then finally. Korean stocks. I must admit, I don't have a massive amount of knowledge on Korean stocks, but Samsung is always a good stock to have in your portfolio.
Alex Armitage, CEO of the Horizon Group, thank you so much for sharing your insights on the exciting sector of the Thai real estate market, and congratulations on fatherhood.
Thank you very much, Bruce.
Thank you very much. Alex makes several stock recommendations to our viewers today. His New York Stock Exchange listed company is Vail SA, and his two NASDAQ listed companies are SoFi Technologies and Tattoo-Chef, or TTCF. And his Korean stock recommendation is the perennial favorite, Samsung Electronics. Thank you so much for being with us today. It's winter, so please be vigilant, safe, and healthy.